Okay, this is activity 21. It's going to exist of different tools, different parts of the head, but basically I'm going to demonstrate to you different techniques, and then it will be up to you to try and do this on wet hair and on dry hair. First of all, I'm going to show you slicing. Slicing, we open the scissors, we go in and slide up to where we want to come out. In and up, in and up, in a C movement. So you must visually know where you want to go in and where you want to come out. So you can see that that would give you a weight dispersion, and then you could come over the top and clear that up, or it could be an uneven textured line. We do it from underneath if we want to expand the hair, because it gives us shorter pieces told the longer pieces. If we had long hair that was very thick and we wanted to break it and make it lay down, we'd come from underneath the hair, pull the hair out, and we would slice down, slice down, slice down. So that the idea is we're cutting shorter pieces that will collapse the hair. So that is slicing. I suggest you try it on top of the head, the side of the head, but it takes the weight out. Next, I'd like to show you pointing. This can be done, again, if I get another piece of hair, very finely. If I just cut it across like this first, and then I'll show you pointing. Some people call it chipping. It's done by going in and pointing the hair that way. And very finely, the longer you go down the hair shaft, the more softer it becomes. So it just breaks up the solid line. You can also do pointing via scissor over comb by doing pointing in this way. Again, breaking up a solid line. So pointing or chipping from on top or underneath. When we talk about weaving, we're using a razor. We're pulling a straight section of hair. We pull it out. We weave our razor according to what we want, and we can scrape down and texture. So we can make the gaps fine, we can make the gaps big, and we can scrape down, or we can cut it off and put holes in it, depending on how you're doing. If we were using a razor as a cutting tool, we can come across the top and use it as a texturizing tool, like a pencil, scraping it against the hair where we want to take it out. We can pull a piece of hair out and scrape it down that way to get a textured line. We can come from underneath and just take it off as a pair of scissors would. So picking out a section, deciding where you want to go, and just arcing the razor so that it's more solid. Again, these are tools you just need to play with, but the razor is all it's doing is replacing a pair of scissors. You still must have the vision in your head of where you're going. As far as channeling goes, channeling's not something that's used very often, but it's done to take hair out at the roots, generally done in a diagonal form, and done by laying the scissors close to the head and cutting little channels through the head to remove the hair. Very, very finely. But again, that hair must grow back, so it's got to be done very carefully. Texturizers. When we're texturizing again, if we're texturizing to give texture, we would go in on one strand, 1, 2, 3 in a C movement. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again, we do it from on top if we want to create short pieces. If we wanted to collapse a piece of hair or we wanted to pull out a piece of hair, we would texturize the same way. So we're always working in a C movement. 1, 2, 3. Working with the movement. 1, 2, 3. At no time do we ever go in with texturizers and do straight lines, because it's just leaving a straight line. So we could go in and texturize this way, e.g. a chipping line, just to soften the line, but not straight. So you can see what that's doing. It's still a solid line, it's just breaking it up. So texturizers need to be used with care, and also you must have in mind the outcome result before you start. So like any haircut, you can plan with your texturizers. If you're using texturizers on the face, again, you might choose to come up this way or have more control by using your razor. E.g. put the texturizing scissors down, come in here, and that gives you a far different look. Just so you can see what you could do with it. Now you just need to go away and play with it on dry hair and on wet hair to see what different results you can create.